before around 6 o'clock, 6:30. The portal is usually open, so you have to wake up early and then book on time. So can I just get an email? Why do I have to receive it in post? Are we not trying to save the trees? Because what is this? Anywhere you send that transcript to, they see the carryover. But in Germany, most universities allow you to fail a course 3 times. The day the Lord will catch you. If I should convert my rent to Naira, I pay over 1 million Naira for my apartment per month. And the apartment is not furnished. My dear, be ready to buy a kitchen. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining, welcome. If it's not your first time, then welcome back. I'm so happy you're here and I'm so glad to have you back. My name is Ruth and I make videos about living in Germany, the highs, the ups, the lows, the downs, and just everything that I feel like would be necessary if you are planning on coming to Germany, just to help you make your decisions and also just to tell you or educate you on certain things that you might need to know, certain things I wish I knew before coming to Germany. So I make vlogs, I make sit down videos like this one, and yeah, just whatever comes to mind, to be honest. This video is going to be short, it's going to be brief, and it's going to be sweet. So we're just going to have a very chill chit chat, just talking about culture shocks. I'm Nigerian, in case you do not know. I didn't really do an official introduction video, but I'm Nigerian and I lived in Nigeria all my life. So Germany is my first time I'm ever out of my country. Since moving to Germany over a year ago, this is a year and 8 months now, I've experienced some things. I just wanted to share with you some of the things I saw that got me thinking, oh my God, I did not think this actually happens here. It's weird. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. The first thing, today is Sunday, and the first thing I didn't know or I was not aware of is the fact that stores do not open on Sunday in Germany. So I moved to Germany I left Nigeria on Friday. I got into Germany on Saturday, late on Saturday, and I couldn't just go out to get anything. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to wait till Sunday and then I will go out and shop. But big shocker for me was on Sunday when I wanted to go out to get some things, everywhere was closed. And I was shocked. And yeah, I just had to wait till the next week. And this is also a very good segue to tell you also that stores close by 8 o'clock in Germany. The only stores that open after past 8 and during the weekends are convenience stores in filling stations, right? So convenience stores in filling stations, they open, but they are not actual stores because first of all, the prices of things in those stores are extremely blown up, and second of all, they don't sell regular things you get at the supermarket. So you can get snacks like biscuits, cookies and drinks, but you can't get actual things that you would make to eat right on Sundays. So most places are closed because the Germans kind of take this whole Sunday being a day of rest thing really seriously. Yeah, the second thing is the bureaucracy in Germany. I didn't expect that a country that is a first world country, you know, I can't believe I just said that, but yeah, a country like Germany that is supposed to be, you know, very forward in terms of technology and stuff, to be so slow when it comes to processing data. Because if you are a foreigner and you live in Germany, for instance, I mean, for me, I kind of am used to it because I'm coming from Nigeria. I know how bureaucratic, like the bureaucracy process can be very extended unnecessarily. But yeah, especially if you're a foreigner, and the worst case is when you're trying to get your visa extended or you're trying to maybe do something at the Auslander Behörde's office. First of all, it takes a while to get an appointment. Like, you have to be strategic. One tip is wake up early because they open the portal before around 6 o'clock, 6:30. The portal is usually open, so you have to wake up early and then book on time. So before you get to the point where you even book an appointment, it takes a while to get an appointment, and then after getting an appointment, it takes a while to get to the date of your appointment, and then when you even get the appointment, then you still have to book another appointment, this time around by phone call, to get a security appointment. After getting a security appointment and going for that security appointment, it now takes a while, months actually, to get your visa extended. So all of the things just take so long, and it's like, why are you so slow? But apparently, speaking to some friends, they've told me that it's not in all German cities, it's just in the really big cities because of the number of people that are trying to get the same process done. So there's just a lot of people on the line, and that's why it takes so long. Now, this is also a very good segue to also say that one thing I didn't expect is how serious the German take their posts. In this day and age, can I just get an email? Why do I have to receive it in posts? Are we not trying to save the trees? Because what is this? Like, I didn't expect that every single document, every single official document must, like, you get it by post. They might send it to you via email, but you would get a copy. Like, you can be sure that you'll get a copy via post. So you have to have a house. You have to have the house registered, so that way you're able to get your post, because and they expect that you should frequently check your mailbox. That's your PO box. Honestly, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I do have a problem when I'm unable to go to my mailbox for a couple of months and my mail just sits there and just keeps piling up. But other than that, you just get it and you just have a whole stack of paper in your wardrobe somewhere. Like, you just sort of file everything there. Another thing that was a bit of a shock for me is the examinations. This one I'm really happy about, because in Nigeria, for instance, when you write exams and you fail those exams, you have a carryover, and that carryover remains in your report, like your transcript. So anywhere you send that transcript to, they see the carryover. But in Germany, most universities allow you to fail a course 3 times before you failed that course. So it means that you're allowed to take a course 1, 2, 3 times, and that means that you can take a course the first time even if you're not ready to sit for the course, just to get the feel of how the exams is, and then you can also take the course the next year after getting a feel of the exams, and then hopefully you're able to pass the course. And this, if you fail a course and you've not filled it for the third time, maybe you filled it for the first time, it doesn't show up on your report, it doesn't show up on your transcript. The moment you pass the course, you've passed the course, and that's what shows up on your transcript. So that's really, really good, and that's something that students actually take advantage of. Another thing with regards to school and taking exams is the fact that if you are coming to do a master's program that lasts for 2 years, which is 4 semesters, you are allowed to extend your master's program by to 6 semesters, so that way you take it in a stretch, because if you're an international student, there is no part-time studies, it's always full-time, but you can stretch out the period, so that way it gives you a lot more flexibility with regards to your studies, right? You can stretch your 4 semesters to 6 semesters, that's 3 years. Or if you're doing a 1.5 year program, which is 3 semesters, you can stretch it to 5 semesters, which is 2.5 years. And that's really good, especially for international students that are just coming into Germany. So it gives you the time to actually learn the German language, get as much experience as you can in terms of not lager jobs, but working student jobs, build your portfolio, build your CV, learn the German language, immerse yourself in the German culture, and just that gives you time. So if you spend instead of 2 years, you spend 3 years at the university, and then after you're done with that, then you come out and you work for 2 years, and then you qualify to get, I think, a permanent residency, since it's now 5 years. So that's a good thing. The other thing I did not know, or I kind of found really strange, is the level of trust that it seems the German government have for their citizens. So, in Nigeria, which is, I would always reference back because I've never been out of Nigeria, it's my first time. So in Nigeria, you would have to pay your transport upfront to the cab driver or to the bus driver. So you pay it upfront, or you can get a ticket. I think in places like Lagos, where they have like actual public transportation provided by government, you have a ticket and stuff like that, but you always have to, show that ticket, right? But in Germany, you are expected, if you don't have the 49 euro ticket, then you buy a ticket at the bus or train station, and most times the ticket some sort of goes to waste in quotes because nobody checks it. You don't have people that will check your ticket as you're entering into the bus, or a place where you scan your ticket to check it before you enter into the bus, which makes it easy for people to just enter the bus without necessarily paying for the ticket. However, the day the Lord will catch you, you will pay 60 euros on the bus, and it will pain you, because then you would have just wished you bought the 20 euro ticket instead, or the 10 euro ticket, and just and the thing is, these people who check the ticket, especially the ones on the buses, they're not very obvious. They just dress casually. They're like everybody else, earpiece in their ears, listening to music, and then the moment the bus just moves, they just turn and they're asking for tickets, and they're scanning it with their little scanner. So it's like at that point, you don't know, you can't jump out of a moving bus, you can't jump out of a moving train, so you just have to pay the 60 euro fine. And when I moved to Germany, I didn't know about that. I was using my student card to take the train, but I eventually had to buy a student ticket in my student ID card, because I stayed in Munich for a year. Actually, I stayed in Munich, so there is the student ticket that you have to fill in every semester, so it's like 200 and something euros. But right now it's the 49 euro the 49 euro ticket, which allows you to travel with the regional band anywhere in Germany, and for students it's discounted, so you pay 29 euros rather than 49 euros. And I have a video on that somewhere. I will link it at this point. Another thing I wasn't aware of or didn't know, and was a shock for me, is radio and TV tax. So whether you watch the radio, or you watch TV, or you listen to the radio or whatever, you pay radio and TV tax. I didn't know that was necessarily a thing until I moved from Munich, because my previous landlord was paying that since I was living in a VG and it was a family house. So I didn't get any kind of letter in my post box that I needed to pay a radio and TV tax. But when I moved to Ingolstadt, and since I just moved, they didn't know that, okay, it's not my apartment, it's not my flat, I'm living in a VG, and I didn't know, so I got several letters in my mailbox. Yes, my mailbox, and they were asking me to pay radio and TV tax. So I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, that's a thing. Another thing is the monthly rent. Yeah, so I did another video on this, about some of the things that just sort of goes out of your account. Whether you use the service, you don't use the service, it goes out of your account. One of those things is your monthly rent, because you need a place to live, so you have to pay rent, and you don't pay rent yearly, pay rent monthly. And the monthly rent can range depending on where you live in. If you live in a VG or whatever, your monthly rent can range somewhere between 350 to 2,000 to 100 euros per month. So that is, if you convert that to Naira, you're talking over a million Naira. Like right now, if I should convert my rent to Naira, I pay over a million Naira for my apartment per month. But since it's not in Naira and it's in euros, and since I earn in euros, so I don't convert it. I don't want to give myself that heartache. The point is that you pay rent monthly. Speaking of living in an apartment or living in a house, if you come to Germany and you rent an apartment and the apartment is not furnished, my dear, be ready to buy a kitchen. Like, you actually have to buy and install a kitchen, because the houses that are not furnished don't come with a kitchen. You just have one large empty space, and then you have to fix your kitchen. Like, you buy a kitchen unit and then you install it, and when you're moving out, you sell your kitchen unit or you take it along with you. It's weird. Say that even though I've made a list of all of these things, they're not necessarily complaints, because they're things I actually enjoy. On some of the things like the bureaucracy, I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I'm used to that kind of life anyways. But these are things that I'm not mad about. Like, some of the things I'm not mad about is the attitude to work that the Germans have. It's everything you heard about the Germans' attitude to work is true. They work when they're supposed to work, they rest when they're supposed to rest. So people work from 8 and then they close by 5, 6, and you're not expected to actually be online after you've closed from work. And then on Saturdays and on Sundays, depending on what you do, most people don't do anything on Sundays, which is why you probably heard this popular thing with Germany where people don't vacuum, they don't use the washing machine. If the washing machine is in your flat, you don't use it on Sundays because most people are resting and they don't want the noise, so if, like in Munich, I was in Munich yesterday and just everywhere was so crowded, and on Sundays you just see, especially when the weather is good, like the weather was good today, you just see a lot of people just coming outside and just having a cup of coffee, just chilling, just resting, because then Monday comes and then they have to be serious until 4 or 5 and then they just go back and they chill. Nobody is killing themselves because the truth is, unlike in certain cultures like America or even in Nigeria where your hard work is kind of rewarded, here the harder you work, if you work for hours, you're taxed according to how you earn. So if you earn a lot, you're taxed a lot, and if you don't earn as much, you're not taxed as much. You are in, like, there are tax classes in Germany, so most people just kind of whatever, they do the work they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it, and then they just rest the rest of the time. Because if you've made it through to this point of the video, thank you so much, you're the real one. Thank you, I really appreciate it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I'm actually a very friendly person. I don't know if it comes up in my videos, but I'm a very friendly person. I'm a very happy girl. I smile a lot, even, and I laugh at my own jokes. So sometimes you'll just hear me laugh and you don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm just happy. I'm so happy that I'm doing this for anybody that cares to watch or join. But I talk too much as well. So yeah, so if you've come to if you've been with me up until this point, I'm so happy that you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.